There was another team on the floor tonight, Tennessee. They did not look great. That is now 3 losses, a 4-3 start for the Volunteers, who were at one point a top 7 team in all of college basketball. Dalton Knecht went nuts tonight. But my question is, guys, if you're giving up 100 points, if you're giving up 61 points in the first half, Tyler, we'll go to you first on this one. If you're Rick Barnes, is he going to stick with this? Like, we know what he wants to do. We know he wants to be like a tough, physical, we're going to play rugby that has a basketball instead of those odd-shaped balls that rugby guys play with. But is he going to revert back to this like defense thing if he's not winning playing this style of basketball?
I think he's got to stick to his defensive strategies and what he preaches, but also he's got to find a way for this team to find some scoring outside of Knecht. And it looked like they tried to mix it up a little bit in the second half, but they've got to find scoring from somebody else besides Knecht. But I think once Ziegler gets his confidence back, he's coming back from that ACL. He's still playing a little shaky at times, and he's having some spurts where he comes on and provides them with some scoring opportunities. But I think they've got to find one more guy, and I don't know what it's going to be because someone's going to have to step up, and I think it'd be Ziegler if I'm looking at their roster right now. I think he would be a guy that moving forward would have to have more emphasis on scoring. Somebody's going to have to help Knecht.
Jerel?
Yeah, but I think it's the exact same. For the most part, it's a fine balance of trying to find guys that can guard and also at the same time keeping a group out on the floor that can they can put the ball in, because at the end of the day you got to outscore your opponent to win the game. But as Tyler was spot on with that, somebody's got to kind of come along and show up with Knecht on the game in, game out type of basis. And I definitely had that in my notes. I think Zakai Ziegler is he's working his way back. It seems like they're kind of just working them back in slowly. From what I've seen, even when they were in Maui, he didn't play in a lot of long spurts. They kind of give him a couple minutes here and there, and then they try to let him go a little bit down the stretch of the game. But as he continues to build his confidence back, I think that's going to help them a lot, because he creates the dynamic for them offensively that they don't have, which is just a guy who is quick as a blur, can go get his own shot, and can constantly get 2 feet in the paint and get those paint touches from perimeter penetration to get some of those other guys easier looks. And obviously Gainey will be a little bit better than he was tonight. He struggled a bit tonight, but I think he's a more than capable scorer. But I think the Vols are going to be okay. Obviously they're probably going to have a rough couple days of practice after getting 100 hung on them. But I think when things settle down, they'll be all right.
All right, Tyler, you got 30 seconds here. Duke is currently down 14 at Arkansas. We've seen Virginia struggle so far this season. Miami got their doors blown off at Kentucky. Is North Carolina now the best team in the ACC? They won in the league? What are we doing here?
I don't want to put any type of expectations on the Tar Heels. We learned that lesson last year, and I'm sticking to it. No, Duke is a great team. They're playing probably one of the toughest environments in college basketball right now. And I'm not sold on Arkansas being this team that everyone's just playing awful. They have athletes, and this Brazil kid is a problem. He's a mismatch on a lot of different courts, and I'm more positive on Arkansas than most people.
Well, that looks very savvy after tonight, and I'm just going to mention it. I had the Arkansas money line winning tonight, so I'm going to celebrate that now. Listen,